people started making this town, his name was Ignacio L. Vallarta. So Vallarta comes from last name for the first people start making this town.
I don't know.
If you wanna do it, let me know, and I can take you to a place. You can do it there, and I can get a discount for you guys.
Oh, cool.
You're gonna be our personal tour guide.
You got it, man.
Cinta morada, yo tenía mi cascabel, con una cinta morada, yo tenía mi cascabel, y como era de europeo, se lo di a mi prenda amada, pa' que jugara con él, allá por la madrugada.
Hey everybody, it's Nick and Joe.
Hey there, I'm Nick.
I'm Joe. And we got a little video put together for our trip to Puerto Vallarta. These clients of ours were getting married and they invited us to come and play their wedding.
This is our first trip to Puerto Vallarta.
So it was very cool. They invited us to go down and play this wedding, and which was a bit of a challenge for just the two of us because we've never done a dance party with just the two of us. So there was a lot of moving parts and pieces to pulling that off, which was great that we had some time.
Mm-hmm.
We needed some time.
Yeah, it took at least a couple months to prepare for this.
It did, because we're already working on our other gigs as well. You know, there was no way we were passing this up. It was we were excited from the moment they asked us. We're like, man, I hope they're serious. That was the first thing I was thinking.
Definitely. Yeah, this was my first international gig, and I was so excited.
Client got me a guitar, so I didn't have to pack it down there.
Yeah, it was a nice guitar, too.
Yeah, because that was the packing the guitar down. I brought the acoustic guitar down, but he brought the electric for me, which was a great guitar. It was brand new. It felt like nobody had ever even played it. That was nice to have. I didn't have to bring it because while we were at the airport, they were giving me quite a bit of grief about my guitar. So I went and I talked to them. They were, not very nice. I got unlucky. They were like, no, you got to put it down below the plane. And then it was, oh, you couldn't do it for an international flight, and gave me a lot of grief over the guitar. But thankfully, I just kept on saying to them, no, I've done this before. I do this all the time. It fits. In fact, I'm going to put up a photo showing how all of our stuff fit.
Oh, yeah.
And trust me, there was, no issues. To all the flight attendants out there, I'm sorry. I'm that guy. Yeah, so next we were lucky enough to find a cab driver who was really, really nice. He was like our tour guide. He was like a friend.
Yeah, very nice guy. He showed us around and gave us the history of the city. And Joe paid him like 20 times what the fare was so that we could make sure he would show up and, take us wherever we needed to go. He was great. Very nice guy.
He drove us for 3 days.
Yeah.
Every day we called him, we would text him and he would come pick us up. We had to go back and forth a bunch of times and nobody could find this venue.
And right here on the left side, this is the main square. And on the left, you can see the church, the Guadalupe church.
Oh, okay. Oh, I've heard of
The
that.
cathedral here.
Yeah, I've seen pictures.
It's very beautiful. It's right over there.
Oh, yeah. So the resort we stayed at was the Sheraton Bougainvilleas. Beautiful place north of downtown. And when we got there, we thought that's where the wedding venue was. And then we found out from the wedding coordinator, I think just hours before we had to be there, right? We realized we weren't at the venue.
I didn't even ask. I just assumed that the wedding was at the Sheraton. You know, this is fine. You know, great. We were walking around. There was even a whole site laid out for weddings, and we were walking around out there, and we're like, okay, this is where we're gonna play. We're gonna set up right here. We went through all this planning and everything, and we got this really great plan down. And then when I had to meet the wedding planner at the venue, she said, "You're at the wrong place." And we're like, I don't get it. So she goes, no, you need to go to Villa Estrella Mar, and it's 20 minutes away. Mm-hmm. I think we went out and we asked some cab drivers, and they drove us around, and they could not find it for the life of them. And they're like asking everybody, you know where this is, and showing it to them, having to stop in the street. It almost felt like we're on The Amazing Race.
Yeah, it did. Which we would love to go on, by the way.
Yeah. And the cab driver just could not find where this place was. So eventually he does find it.
Yeah.
And I think we're even on time. We should have been late by a lot. But somehow we got there.
Got there. The wedding planner was waiting for us when we arrived. Mm-hmm. And oh my gosh, that villa was so amazing.
It was incredible.
Beautiful.
And it was so much better than Sheraton. Sheraton was
way better.
Sheraton was stupid. Compared to this place. But anyways, we get inside there and meet everyone, and the first thing that happens is the venue staff, came up and said, "Hey, can I get you anything?" And we're like, "Oh man,
It was the most amazing fresh fruit I've ever eaten in my entire life. So the staff was so accommodating, got us anything we needed.
Anything. They were just like, whatever you need. So it was a really nice place to work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then we started setting up by the pool, the wedding reception, and where they had us was right by this beautiful pool.
And we played the ceremony, cocktail hour, and we played the reception.
Yeah, long day of singing.
Check one. Hey, check. There I am.
I want to mute this so I can just hear that.
Check one. Check.
Yeah.
I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm gonna take it. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah. I'm never too late. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah. I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah. Just I mean, I speak perfectly good English. I know exactly what he said. I'm sorry, sir, up there. We're trying to do a job. We're just doing a sound check, and as soon as we get done with this, we'll be gone. Flying back to the States. But later, it'll be more of this.
Baby, let's cruise, let's flow, let's fly. Ooh, let's open up and go inside. And if you want it, you got it forever. I can just stay here inside you and love you, baby. Yeah, so let the music take your mind. Just release and you will find you're gonna fly away when you're going my way. There's more here than what we're seeing, a divine conspiracy. You, an angel love me, could somehow fall for me. You've always been a great martyr, and I'll be the bride of you, and I need you. Oh yeah, God gave me you for the ups and downs. God gave me you for the days of doubt. And for when I think I've lost my way, there are no words here left to say. It's true. God gave me you.
We're on our band break. We got some snacks coming, and it's been fun.
It's just about to be sunset.
Get a quick look around at all these crazy folks. Super thankful to be playing here today. The last break that we took of the night, we sat down to have dinner, and it was at that point that we met two photographers. We always shoot our own videos, so we have no problem doing that, but we were like, hey, these guys are nice. So they were our dinner table mates, so we got to know them, pretty well while having dinner, and we really hit it off with them, and it was very cool. So just the nicest people ever.
And they had, good quality cameras.
Professional.
They had a drone camera to shoot for us. And they had some really fun ideas that helped us make our videos different than they usually are.
It was really nice to meet them. And we'll play a couple of video clips from what we did with them as well.
Yeah, I'll never forget that. That was so fun.
Yeah.
Say, hey, now, baby. You gon' make me hit you with that lay down, baby. Oh, say, hey, now, baby. You know what I need out the gate now, baby. You gotta tell me if you love me or not, love me or not, love me or not. I bet the house on you, am I lucky or not, lucky or not, lucky or not? You gotta tell me if you love me or not, love me or not, love me or not. Been wishing for you, am I lucky or not, lucky or not, lucky or not? Ooh, 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 been wishing for you. Ooh, ooh, try to do what lovers do. Ooh, a long, lonely time. But you know it's
And then the last set we played, you know, everybody was dancing, everybody was getting crazy. So to see people dancing really made us feel good.
It sure did, yeah. I feel so fortunate to have been hired to do this type of a gig in the first place. This was my first international gig, and definitely something I'll never forget. And just the couple, I just can't explain what wonderful people they are. And
everything we needed, it was taken care of. It didn't matter what it was. They're just the kindest, most generous people. We're so fortunate to have met them in life.
yeah.
And we still talk to them all the time. They just came out to our gig just, a month ago? 2 months ago?
Yeah, pretty recent. Yeah, a couple
2
of
months ago. They came out to our public event. This time we had the full band. So we'll put a clip of that in here as well. I have a clip of them saying hi to us in the camera.
Oh, nice.
So I'll put a little bit of that in there. So ultimately, the wedding was a major success. It was just so much fun.
Yes.
Just the trip of a lifetime for Nick and I to go down there and to play music. You know, music has allowed us to do so many awesome things in life, and this was a real highlight. So at the end of the night, we called our cab driver, and he came by and picked us up.
Yeah.
And we didn't even have to tell him where we were going. He knew exactly where we were going.
So the day after the wedding, we got to relax and eat at our hotel. And while we were eating, we got to see this wonderful mariachi band. We got
They were
some clips.
so good.
This guy's voice was like phenomenal.
Well, three that kind of talent on the stage with these guys was incredible, and I just love mariachi music. I love the singing. I love the passion and the voices and the uniforms that they wear. Everything about it. So when we went to go have lunch, we were treated to that, and we'll show a little bit of that right now.
Ya los pajarillos cantan, la luna ya se metió. Que soy puro caliciense, amigo hasta cabal. Dicen que somos malditos. Eso nomás por hablar, somos hombres que cumplimos, no nos sabemos rascar. El que nacido en Ameca. Orgulloso de yo estar como el que nació en Tequila, paladeando su mezcal. Jalisco, mi señor.
To the Melon Cone and walked around, bought some souvenirs, and then we took this fun beach walk back. Well, we thought it would be fun. It was a little more challenging than we thought, but yeah.
It was probably like a 3-mile walk along the beach, and that's in like heavy sand. And, you know, and so you're sinking at every step, you know, and stuff. But we did it. We walked all the way back. It was a really cool thing to do.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't want to do it again. Once was enough.
No.
But yeah, so we wound up just doing a lot of walking after that.
Yeah.
So all in all, it was just a really fun trip. It was so cool to do this, because we were actually, while we were down there discussing, the beginning phases of our own marriage while we were there. So that was kind of a big deal.
Definitely.
I almost proposed there. I waited until the 4th of July instead, which I think was more fun.
Perfect. Oh, yeah. Yep. He asked me in front of thousands of people in downtown Bellevue. It was perfect. Couldn't have been better.
So we got back on a plane and we came home, and our cats were happy to see us.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it was such a fun trip. I would love to go to Puerto Vallarta again. So
It was a great adventure in music with my honey.
yes, and this is just memories that we want to remember for ourselves too.
All right, so thanks for checking this out, and we're out.
Thank you.
En la arena.